He kept them humble. He kept them 100 and kept away from around some suckers and pluckers. I pray for them, man. My young nigga looks so good, man. My whole family here. Do you know how good I feel? It's hard to get people together. It's hard to get people together and be quiet. But if you fucking play with me, they already know my own 100. Don't listen to these people, man. My own 100, man. I'm too 100. That's why they be talking about me. Lying and deceit. Going against me. I'm too 100, man. 100 on a whole nother level, though. Now I switch that shit up. I'll be 0.
All right, Mia, you sent to the group chat on the TikTok attacking Pooh's parents. So now you see what the mom said. What's your thoughts on that being his mom and what she said?
I understand why he's going to go back to prison. I acutely understand why this man... He is the worst combo. Imagine being tough but being a fucking idiot. He's fucking dumb. That's the worst combo. Tough and dumb. Tough and dumb. And I see where he gets it from. I mean, I would never brag about raising and birthing a king slime. I'm not sure what that is. It sounds like gonorrhea, to be honest, from a medical professional. But that's just me. I don't know what king slime is, and nor would I refer to my beloved son as king slime. I'm going to be honest here. Like I said, it sounds like a side effect of gonorrhea. I hope she goes and gets checked. Maybe some penicillin will do her some good.
Well, Pooh, father is free.
It's actually still going on, heading into hour 4 at this point. But we were able to get a bond assigned for Lontrell Williams Sr., the father of Pooh Shiesty. The judge ultimately decided she's going to assign him a home incarceration, which she says is the strictest bond she can assign outside of giving him or granting him into federal custody. She said the only time he is allowed to leave his home is to attend his court dates in Dallas, where this case will ultimately be tried. And she said he'll be under electronic monitoring while this all plays out.
All right, Doc, we needed the street guy take on Thursday, so tell us what the streets are saying.
My daddy, my first code D. Yeah. You heard what Tyson told him? Yeah. I think it's a little bit disingenuous even to think that, yeah, he might have bad parents, but we're talking about some people who were raised when this country disenfranchised the black families and put cocaine and crack cocaine into the communities. His mom and them grew up in that era where they made Memphis as one of the lowest income cities in the world. Also, Pooh Shiesty made millions of dollars doing this type of activities, being these type of ways. When's the last time you made millions of dollars doing something and someone told you you should change it and it made sense? Not to give him any justification, but when people look at him and say, "Hey, Pooh Shiesty's a fool and he doing this," Pooh Shiesty ran up $20 million doing this. So this isn't like his first thing. Pooh Shiesty been shooting people, running around, acting a fool for a while. You know what I mean? So I think for people who say, "Hey, if you don't know anything and what I do know has worked for me and has gotten me from out of the trenches, out of the mud and made me a millionaire," it's kind of hard to say, "Yo, let me flip that switch and turn this off," when it's all I ever learned. And a long time ago, somebody told me, "What was your plan B?" And from the streets, you learn, "I'm gonna shove plan A down their throat." You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of people mindset who just don't learn anything. You know what I'm saying? And somebody in the thing said y'all all started fatherless, unschooled, prison money, but Pooh Shiesty got a father. He just got a street father. And if you got somebody who come from that and never, you only know what somebody taught you. That's one of the biggest things. So if people coming from a community that's always been disenfranchised, always been poor, and no one else ever learned it, it's not going to be such a high ideal that you'll learn it on your own. Some people will, very few people. But man, I got so many friends who still live in the trenches, still living. They do the same thing they daddy did, their mama did, their uncle did, because they good at it. Or they, even if they ain't good at it, that's all they know to do. So,
For sure. So supposedly his girl told on Pooh. Gucci girl told on him, but here's the clip.
Cook for him. Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it. I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he got to eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he got to do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it. And if I don't do it, I would be miserable.
Why do you think you'd be miserable?
Because I want to take care of my man. I don't want nobody else to do it. I want you to pay so-and-so to do this. A chef, I cook for him. I buy his clothes. I do everything. And I want to keep the money at home.
Baby!
I want to keep the money in the bank.
Yes.
I invest.
So Kamal, supposedly she read it. How do you feel about that?
That's his lady, right?
Yeah.
She is a civilian. Shit. Is that really ratting? She a civilian, ain't she? She didn't say she was part of the streets like that. You better get your Charleston White on, goddamn it. And let me say something real quick, man. I gotta do it. Cause we got the Hunky Brigade in the damn chat. Man, we need them hide them bunnies in that background because Patriot 249 be licking their ass. Anyway, back to this Pooh Shiesty shit, yo. I gotta agree with Doc, man. Like, it's just some people that's all they really know. You feel me? And if you do make that much money, you feel me? It's hard to turn that shit off. Hell, we always talk about a certain hue of people doing the same thing to get to that amount of money. A lot of times, like the legal system be helping them out, though. You feel me? So, yeah, man, it's just it is kind of a sad situation, but I'm not really surprised at it. You feel me? The nigga named Pooh Shiesty. Hell, did y'all see the names of the niggas he had with him? One name was like Lamario Thomas. I'm like, all right, for sure. You feel me? I'm just saying, Gray, you got them names, bro? The nine people?
I got Big 30. That's the one. That's his main homie. We'll play him in a second, but
Big 30 and all types of shit, man. This shit crazy. You feel me?
For sure.
But,
so
it could shock you the stuff that come from this community, right? So I'm with my friend today, and he in a wheelchair for gun violence. He'll never walk again. He looked the dude in the eyes who shot him 6 times. He can't go say nothing because he signed up for it. And if these dudes sign up to be in this life and this is how they want to conduct themselves and this is how they want to live, and they've been living like that, at some point it's going to be a consequence for that, whether that's jail or somebody come and take something from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to accept everything that come with it. Gucci Man robbed a dude from my city years ago, long time ago, and rapped about it. Bro ain't went to the police on Gucci. That's just how it is.
how it is. Hold on. Let me ask Mark Green something, bruh. Because you saying is this black culture. Let me ask you something. When them white Neanderthals kidnap a fucking 11-year-old girl and lock them in a damn shed with no soundproof, is that white culture? I'm just asking for a friend. You feel me? I mean, shit.
you sound like King J tonight, but here's the song that did age, but I want y'all to see the lyrics and tell me what y'all think.
The one point you out cause I'm ready. Might rob a rapper right after a session. Give me them keys and they're watching that necklace. I need them Cuban links and them Bugatti. Ain't no more posting on IG and flexing. I'm the one rapping but steady be stepping. I'm coming late in your dream like I'm Freddy. How you gonna run from an automatic weapon?
Glad if it kept me from crying. Said it was all good but I was lying.
Now, Joe Budden said when he listens to FDO now, it sounds totally different because he know Pooh Shiesty is living that. So for me, it definitely gives a rapper credibility. It makes you feel the emotion more in the song when the person is really living these lyrics and this is their real life. They're not pretending this is really what they got going on. So come on, you against street rap. Like, do you feel like that's a problem with reality rap?
Personally, no, I don't feel like it's a problem. I'm not against street rap. Shit, I listen to some of that shit. You feel me? This is what Doc said. If you sign up for it, you know what you're going to get. You feel me? People sign up for the stuff. You know what I mean? And in reality, though, and what we've been seeing is that a lot of these rappers actually don't live their bars. You feel me? So it is kind of surprising. You know what I mean? Even though it might not be the smartest thing, it is surprising that he living his bars and shit like that. And at the same time, Gucci, I mean, he keeping it solid. He said he ain't gonna press no charges or no shit like that. But I did want to ask y'all something because I did see this somewhere. Do y'all think Pooh Shiesty would have done that to one of these white executives if they was effing him over? You feel what I'm saying? You think so? I don't know. I'm just
One
asking.
of the dudes they robbed that was there was white.
Oh,
They robbed
really?
everybody there. It's a video. They robbed everybody there.
Yeah, he was a cameraman, but what I'm saying is if it was like a white executive, like a what's that one nigga name? I can't think of his name.
Leon Coles.
He one of them.
Yeah.
It's Levine or something like that. Yeah.
See, I don't think Shiesty doesn't. He not a pick me type of dude. If you know what I'm saying, just from like everything he do, he don't really got no. Oh, this is off limits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could see him doing that if it went some sort of way he felt disrespected. Also, the stuff he got with his family and Gucci, it was just gonna boil over when he got out.
So it was other shit that was already happening before he even got out.
His cousin died. His cousin was signed to Gucci Mane as well. His cousin died, and when his cousin died, Gucci was supposed to help him with the funeral, but Gucci was like, "Nah, he want the chains back that he gave his cousin." And he was going back and forth with Shiesty family about it and all type of stuff like that, kind of being disrespectful. So it was a matter of time that when he got out, they was gonna have a disagreement.
I'll play a video of them young. This is Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and Scar all young.
Tell them this ain't what they say. I pull up with Lil now. Don't pull up on Willie. Bow.
Hey, come on, my nigga. I cannot pull up on Willie, cause we will let your ass have it. For real. This shit for real. Big chop is going on. Gang.
This ain't just rapping. We got shit
no rapping I can do. Oh!
Hey.
We gon' hit your block.
We gon' slide.
We gon' lay them all.
Hey, get down, nigga.
Don't know who got shot.
Who the fuck is that?
This something we can't talk about. No, we can't talk about.
Now, Mia, I want you to respond to this because Pooh Shiesty, a photo went viral of him at 10 years old or 11 years old with an ankle monitor on.
Hold on, can you hear me? That's him
Yeah.
as a kid with an ankle monitor?
Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
In all seriousness, communities fail children all the time, and clearly that's what we're watching is a systemic failure in that community, not just his parents, but the people that he is surrounded with. I mean, the reading comprehension level in Memphis is 75% of them are illiterate. They have less than a 24% passing rate when it comes to literacy and mathematics, and that is on the uptick. It was worse before. So, I mean, he probably wasn't going to have the best outcomes anyways, given the metric data we have to measure. And if that's acceptable behavior, I mean, unfortunately, that was kind of his path when your community isn't able to overcome.
For sure. So we'll get some rappers' takes on it. This is what Finesse 2 Times had to say.
My video with Gucci Mane, I went to Atlanta and I met Gucci Mane for the first time, and we did our song, we did the video. He had one nigga with him. It was a security guard, big tall bald head nigga. He was a supporter. So when he met me, he embraced me like he supported me. He was like, "Hey bro, like me, my son, my nephew, like we embrace your music, whatever. I work for Gucci full time." He was like, "But anytime I ain't working, I provide you my services because I'm an off-duty officer. And I'm a retired police officer." That's what he said. "I'm a retired police officer." With that being said, Gucci been having the same security guard for a while. So if I don't know what the fuck going on, but if a move got put on WAP or however it went, I don't think it's WAP the one that's talking. I don't think it's WAP the one that's pressing the issue. But the security guard, the one that's their retired police officer, you can't tell him what to do with his life. That man 50-something years old. He got a wife and kids and family and all that old shit. You can't tell him what to do with his life. Like I know how the feds rock. They got something called relevant conduct in the feds. It's called relevant conduct. Relevant conduct is basically they can prove you guilty by being able to prove that this is your conduct. This is what you do. This is your attitude. This is what you push. This is what you go to jail for. This is what you live by. You literally don't have to be proven guilty in most cases in the feds. They will say this is relevant to what he does. So Judge, we asking X, Y, and Z because of what he's done.
Doc, you beat a state case. How you feel about what Finesse is saying about the Fed case and the thing with Gucci?
Yeah, I have beat a murder charge, 2 counts. Man, it's all subjective. Like everybody gonna tell on you. Like, and it ain't what people think it is. Like everybody is gonna tell on you, and that's just, you don't realize that it's part of the game until you get older. Like and even the thing with Shiesty, like I think people don't realize that some of these kids grow up in these communities. And when I grew up in a community, it's a dude tell me, it's a dude to tell you, I got some friends, they ain't got 3 brain cells to rub together. And that's just real. And I love them to death. But they'll tell you every day you come outside, it's going to be smoke. Every day you come outside, I'm going to put my hands on you. Every day you come outside, I'm going to put this gun on you. Every day you come outside, I'm on your top. You're going to do one or two things. You're going to stay in the house, or you're going to come outside and you're going to swing that motherfucker. And that's just how it is in these communities. And it shouldn't be like that. But you got dudes. I had a homeboy who didn't have his mama growing up. His mama was out on dope. He dropped out of school and was raising all his younger siblings. And these folks gonna do whatever they gotta do, and you ain't gonna play with me like that. So it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. You feel me? And we're gonna come out here, and I got a lot of brothers, and they big. I'm light skinned. All my brothers are big and dark skinned. You know I'm great. You know what I'm saying? You know my brother. And we are not playing. I have a big hood rat family, and we are not playing. You feel me? And it's a shame it have to be like that, but people will take advantage of you if it's any other way. If these people who don't know he my little brother, and I'm gonna come around this corner and I'll bust your head about him, they'll play with him funny. And they gotta know it. I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? We won't have no discussions, it won't be no understanding, there won't be no chance for you to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna air this shit out. So with that being said, though, it's just hard because everybody's gonna tell on you. When I did it, man, everybody want to tell, but if you go by yourself and you smart and you by yourself and you know what I'm saying, all of these things, the only person who could tell on you is you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna give myself away. I ain't gonna get a game away myself. You feel me? So
So you basically saying don't have a co-defendant.
Yes. Man, what?
Well, I mean, 2 people can keep a secret if one of them is dead. So, I mean, the Doc's not wrong. The only way 2 people are keeping a secret if one of them's dead.
I had so many friends who went in there with people we grew up with our whole life. And when they close that door and they tell you ain't gonna never come out of here, bro, some people gonna fold. I took a nap and read a book, and my mama came in there and was like, "What's up, stupid?" I was like 16, and she was like, "Yo, you'll be all right."
Y'all think more people snitching nowadays, or more? It was like a lot of people snitching back then too. It just wasn't like social media and other rappers actually being ousted for telling and shit like that.
It's always been like this. I think the process to streamline and get the paperwork and prove that somebody is snitching is a lot easier. And Savage said, "You cried, Doc, didn't you?" I was 16 years old in adult prison, adult jail. Yeah, I cried. What you talking about? They told me I wasn't gonna never go home. He told me you cried. You ain't never. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my biggest thing is like when I think about the crime that was committed, the amount of witnesses, the video footage, the ankle monitor with the GPS tracking. I mean, and they left Gucci alive, so he's going to be able to tell the tale. He's not an idiot. He knows, even if their faces were covered, he's going to know the voice. I mean,
And I mean, most people also know that you can't sign something under duress. It makes it null and void. So like he got Gucci's signature, but the second he pulled a gun out on him or he had a tension-filled environment, Gucci's signature doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, Gucci's still laughing all the way to the bank because now Gucci gets to sue all of them in civil court, and whatever money he thinks he has, whatever Pooh Shiesty thinks he has, he doesn't have anymore because he's going to lose it in civil court. And then the signature that he obtained under duress will be thrown out by any judge anywhere in the United States. So he's still locked under contract, and he's going to have to pay more money civilly.
You know what the street way of thinking about this is, Mia? This is how street, and I'll tell you, I'll break it to you down right now, and we'll talk like street. I never did it. It wasn't me. Me and you met later on, and you signed this for me under free will, didn't you, bro? And if you a real nigga, you either gonna say yeah or you gonna snitch and tell. Them your
I be snitching and telling. I got a wife and kids and millions of dollars. I'm laughing all the way to the bank, baby, because I'm laughing all the way to the bank. I don't even accept a rap no more.
That's the expectation of people who don't plan to snitch and tell. Because now you done put me, even if you did me and fucked me over and did me all wrong, you done put me over a barrel now to where it's either I'm gonna keep it gangster or I'm gonna tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see, so that's how he got Gucci in a conundrum. It's like, nah, bro, I didn't do that to you. That wasn't me. It might have been some other Memphis. You have plenty of Memphis artists. You signed my cousin, you signed Shorty, you signed a bunch of people from Memphis. So it's other people with this same accent, sound like me. They carry guns. Memphis, one of the biggest, they got open carry, all of that. So you disagree with a bunch of people from this area. It wasn't me, bro. Me and you met, had a civil conversation, and you signed it, and I left. That's why I met you. Now, what you gonna tell him? You gonna tell him you didn't? You gonna tell him we disagreed and I pulled the gun on you? And then you gonna do it? I'm gonna make you do it on the stand.
Oh, absolutely. I would. Shit, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank, baby. I'd be paying myself with the money.
Hold on, Doc. Hold on. Kamal, to answer your question about is there more snitching then or more snitching now? I think now it's like exposed. You got that one guy, 1090 Jake, that take people paperwork, put it on YouTube. You got the social media that put it on, to expose rats. But you also got to think about prison culture. A lot of these guys are in and out of prison. You can't go to the feds and get in a car. Car is what they call who you're riding with in prison, and have dirty paperwork. You have to show your paperwork immediately if you get to the feds for sure. State prison is kind of the same way. So a lot of these guys, they don't want to snitch because they don't want to deal with the ramifications, especially if you're a gang affiliated in. So it probably is more snitching, but we were talking about it on here. I don't think we talked about it on here. It's like it's a big thing with rappers going to PC, protective custody, because they don't want to be responsible for celebrities and stuff like that. But then when you in PC, you around rats, you around child molesters, you around the worst of worst. But I want to play this clip because you asked me who the people with Pooh Shiesty was. So here's his code D, Big 30, and one of the reasons they think the issue is that Big 30 didn't want to sign a Gucci Mane. They had an issue on Instagram.
He really get mad at you for not signing with him.
I don't know. That shit was crazy. But when I got to meet Gucci Mane, I used to hear people say little shit, but I was like, so Gucci's just Gucci. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if there was a marketing scheme. He didn't tell me about it, no shit. Or I don't know what this shit was. I just know we was just with him kicking shit with me and Shiesty the first time meeting him. And shit, I just posted a picture of me, Gucci, and Shiesty, and he commented on that like, you know what I'm saying? Well, man. After that, a couple days later, man, we live here in Miami, shot shit crazy video. Man, bought the whole gang jazz and shit. He fuck with a nigga tough as hell. Right now to the day, Gucci fuck with a nigga.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask about the shit crazy.
He just seen me in Vegas at the fight with Ryan Garcia and shit. Him and Lil Baby was shooting the video. He was like, man, get 30 ball in here. You got to get 30 ball in here. You know what I'm saying? Putting me in the video, I ain't even on the song. God, I fuck with Gucci.
That's hard. And I was definitely going to ask about this shit crazy because when that tape dropped, I was actually in Miami, so we ride into that shit like, okay, man, that shit crazy. Like, that shit too hard, man. And
So Kamal, that's his code D. That's who he make all his songs with. And if you don't know, Big 30 got signed to Moneybagg Yo, and Pooh Shiesty signed to Gucci Mane. So they rapped together, but then when they got in the industry, they signed to two different rappers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
well, what's the question though? Like, what's the?
I'm just showing you who the code is. I'm just showing you that person. But
okay.
So you don't got a response for that?
What? Big 30 seemed like he was fucking with Gucci Mane, to be honest. Didn't he say he was seemed like they was cool, right?
But how else we gonna rob you, Kamal, if we don't seem like we cool?
I mean,
you got a great point there. You feel me?
We cool up until I said 30. Hand me that Drake. Yeah.
No, hold on. Actually, I saw a tweet though that I think Gucci Mane said. He was like, "Yo, bro, I met you once. Quit being fucking weird." Is that true?
That's what they was talking about. That's what he was talking about. He was like, "I met you once." He was like, because Big 30 put, "Yeah, we all CEOs," and then Gucci was like, "Stop tagging me. I only met you once." Yeah.
There you go. That sparked the tension right there. Like, all right, I got you and I see you.
But that's old though. It's old. Like he had seen him after that because Shiesty had signed to him. So I think it wasn't like he let it go, but it was like, all right, my cousin messing with him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it a pass on the strength of that's who his deal with, you know what I'm saying? But I think the thing happened with because Shiesty and they was broke together. Shiesty and Big 30 and Big Scar. Big Scar is Shiesty cousin. And when he died, I think just the way Gucci handled his family, kind of like on some, you know what I'm saying? Like he mistreated him, like he was supposed to help him with bro funeral and all types, and he was trying to carry him about a couple $1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when I get out of prison, I'm gonna put it on your ass. You feel me? I'm thinking about this the whole time.
So this shit a lot more deeper than people really tried to make it seem. They try to make it seem like just Pooh Shiesty just was in a bad contract and then want to do some death row shit. That's what it seemed like. But
I mean, don't they all start out in sketchy contracts when they first start out? The first contract they typically sign, somebody's trying to manipulate them. Like, I mean, I hate to say this, but Mika said this the other day, and she's not wrong. I mean,
but that's why
a couple $100 to get somebody to get a lawyer, any run-of-the-mill lawyer, to at least look it over. However, I also understand that maybe people are over eager, super excited to just want to get to work. Like, I also understand that as well. So, I mean, it's a slippery slope, but it doesn't mean that you should throw your life away over some shit. I mean, contracts end, and eventually the contract's going to end, or you can drag them to court to try to end it. But you shouldn't, Shiesty's young, and now he's going to spend the majority of his life in prison. He's not getting out of this. I mean, the GPS ankle monitor ain't going to lie. Like, they're going to be like, bro, you were here. I mean, he's not getting out of it. I mean, his PO called and was like, I see you're not where you're supposed to be. And they were GPSing him. So, I mean, he's not getting out of it. And it just seems like a shame that obviously he's talented. Obviously he's making money. Obviously people love him. And now he's going to spend the majority of his life in prison over some BS when he could have just waited a few more years.
Well, they're saying he
trenches and then started his own production company, which everybody seems to do. Eminem was in a shitty deal. They all were in shitty contracts the first one. It's not anything new. Most of them just ate the shit when they got out of the contract. They started their own production. They started producing themselves and so on and so forth. And then they moved up. It's just a shame that he's going to be in prison now for a good portion of his life.
Well, they're saying that he might beat it, and they said that's why the father got out, because I guess they said Gucci not go testify. But there is somebody from my city who signed to Gucci, and a DJ I worked with on the previous podcast I worked at, he actually did some work with him. And they say that 1017 is cursed because all the artists go to jail or end up